Can you just kind of lay out what you guys are wanting to do with the property and why you went ahead and with the purchase?
We'll probably use some of the buildings that are on there. The others we'll make available for the community, different groups in the community that might have an interest. We've had a number of groups contact us already that they've expressed interest in wanting to move in on the site, and I think we'll be able to accommodate some of them.
You'll be able to be a sort of landlord out there almost.
Maybe. We'd probably rather sell a building to them, but you know, if we have to lease, we'll probably consider that as well.
Are these a lot of nonprofits that are looking for space?
And I think, eventually, I think it'll be a great site for Topeka. For Topekans to be able and to go onto the campus, have resources, whether it could be something as simple as walking trails that are tied into the path that Topeka's looking at with Parks and Rec and trying to extend around the city. You think about they want to do the pathway from downtown all the way out to the governor's mansion. Well, right there at McVicker, they could have a little offshoot that goes right onto that campus, and could just be a great place for people to be able to go and walk around and enjoy all of it.
Well, and maybe that's one of the interesting things about the campus is it is a really pretty location.
Yeah, I was with the Parks Department yesterday with the Topeka City, and they were talking about they had done an inventory of trees on the campus quite some time ago, and they said there's probably more known varieties of trees on that one site than any place else in the city, and I think people would enjoy that. And of course, we would like to look at it with trying to do some things with renewable energy, with converting some of the buildings. We've talked about training center for our employees that we would do in cooperation.
For teachers.
For teachers, and do that in cooperation with the State Department of Education. Currently, they pretty much have to rent out space when they're doing their own training, and so that'd be great. We're in cooperation with the University of Kansas and looking at a National Science Foundation grant to put in a science center there. We've worked with a group out of Grand Junction, Colorado, that currently is doing a science center. They have come and visited with us here and have some ideas how they could make a children's science center there. So there's a number of things that, as the information's been in the newspaper and people have had an interest in it, we've had a lot of contacts, had contacts with businesses here in town that have been interested in buying a part of the land. So we'll look at all those things.
And the focus of it is still very much science.
Oh yeah.
The green energy.
Renewable energy.
And hands-on for kids.
Yeah, and figuring out can we take buildings that are older like that and convert them into buildings. I don't know if we can get to zero net energy, but I know that we can lower energy costs and show the community and the state that the only option you have for an older building is not just to tear it down and take everything to a landfill, but there are other options. There's ways you can renew buildings so that they can become green buildings, but still have a long life.